Hello
Hi.
and welcome.
Hi, everybody. It seems like we were just on hours ago.
Please make us stop.
Our past lives, Angel Rivera, if you think we go into overtime on our regular shows.
Yeah, we went into over 3 hours last night with the past lives readings.
Only doing 10 readings. It was
Only doing 10. It was awesome, though.
It was a little clunky. It was a little involved. We were getting used to a new format, and we've got some ideas on how to streamline it so we don't quite go that crazy.
By not doing it anymore.
No, we will definitely do one again. We will definitely do
Our
one
cards say you're a fraud. Next.
We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm just disappointed the alien card didn't come up. Nobody in our group was an alien.
We didn't pull for ourselves, dear.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, if we had pulled for ourselves, we would have been going till midnight, right?
Yes, that's right. I realized you were, you had your things, so that's fine. We knew we weren't going to be able to do very many anyway, so
yeah. So and
luck of the draw.
Even streamlined, it's hard to say we're going to be able to do more at 10 at a time. But we might do this for a while because there seems to be interest. So we might do one next month. It seems to be interest. And what we're doing is people who didn't get read, who wanted a reading, we've got their names, and they will get priority if they come back in April when we do the show. So we're going to keep a tracking list of people who didn't get a reading and try to prioritize that.
Hey, Russ, we are value-added workers.
Yeah, or something. Or we're just crazy. You decide.
Are those mutually exclusive?
Nah,
No.
Maybe not.
No?
All right. Well, oh my goodness.
All right, so
what
let's
am I
do
doing
the,
here? Let me leave these by you, because you'll be going first.
The card for the collector?
Yes, it'll be from the Good Tarot, of course. I'm thinking of using one of Mr. O's decks for one of his newer decks for this reading in the future. We'll see.
I hope that class worked out well for you, Fiber.
Oh, a tarot class. I'm so wanting to do a tarot talks, Fiber. It's not so much going to be learning. It's going to be fun. And somebody on Twitter calls themselves the Skeptics Tarot. They do. They like to do tarot for personal growth, more than any kind of divination. But they had some fun activities, and one of them was called Murder. And I think that's what it was called. And it was basically about, trying to solve a crime. and using the tarot to do it. It's like making your own clue scenario, like, at the game of Clue, just a little bit different and using the cards. And it seemed like so much fun. I thought, I'm not making any money on Tarot Talks. I mean, I accept donations. I might as well just do that on one of the shows. We can have fun. It's a private show, right? And so I think I'm going to use that as part of my next Tarot Talks. We'll have some fun and games with the tarot.
Hey, Fiber, did you guys study the whole Arcana? Because that sounds like a long night, too.
Oh, my gosh.
The major, that is.
Yeah. All right, let me get this going.
All right, so here we go with our card for the collective.
The Four of Cups. Been seeing this a bit lately. The Four of Cups. Okay, let's see what she has to say about that before we go blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Oops, Four of Fire. I thought I was in water. There. Four of Water. Dreaming and introspection, contemplation, trusting in the abundance of opportunities. A lull in the action offers a chance for me to dream even bigger than before. Whenever plans turn out not to have come to fruition as expected, I feel secure knowing that even greater things may await me. The universe, oh gosh, it's so hard to read today. The universe conspires on my behalf, and disappointment and sadness will wash through me if I simply let them flow. I trust that Spirit has many ways of responding to my desires, and what I seek can take a variety of forms. I have faith in perfect timing and divine order. Well, this card can have some difficult connotations too. Just maybe people holding back because they're lazy, they're not motivated, they're tired, they're burnt out. There's a lot of other aspects to this card. But I like this idea too of just taking the time to step back and let the universe do its thing. Sometimes we just need to wait for the right moment to strike. And, eventually that cup is going to be offered, and will you be ready?
Well, this is happy hour, but, there's something about the Four of Cups that sort of strikes me as a sense of non-commitment, non-committal.
Yeah.
And, of course, the reasons are that maybe you really don't know for sure what you should accept that's being offered to you. So in that sense of non-committal and happy hour, this could be saying, enjoy the pursuit of that knowledge or pursuit of figuring out what exactly you are being offered, maybe deciding that, you're not ready for it at this time, or that there's something else you would rather be offered.
So that's what we have for the collective.
All right.
So I hope Mercury retrograde has been treating people well.
I bet Kara's going to come in about a minute, because I just noticed
Sunny
walking in.
Yeah.
They almost always come in together. I'm going to have to ask her about that.
Well, because Mercury retrograde has been costly here. That's all I can say. 3 car repairs,
Yeah.
my computer on the fritz. I have to get a keyboard, even a stupid, cheap Bluetooth keyboard, which I haven't used that much. It just stopped working. And of course I needed it because my regular laptop keyboard is flipping out. So I had to order, another one, rush, so I could get it. Hopefully today, so I could be a little bit more on social media and places. It's hard for me to type on this tablet sometimes. These Bluetooth keyboards are a little smaller too, but they're a lot easier for me to work with. And I need it for my laptop. I mean, there are at least 6 or 7 keys that are not working, either not working at all or not working consistently. Sometimes all of a sudden they'll start working, and I'm like,
I can't tell you, Angel, how awful it's been. And I suppose it has a lot to do with why my health situation just seems to be dragging on.
Yeah.
Right.
He was expecting, you were expecting to get a heart monitor and his echo, and suddenly he just got the echo.
Well, that could have been a little bit of my fault, but it just seemed like because the echo was rescheduled from a week ago, somehow the order for the heart monitor didn't get rescheduled. So Mercury retrograde.
So typical, paperwork snafus, communication snafus, which equipment, electronic equipment snafus. Oh my God, we've had it all.
I think of that one Paul McCartney song, "Wings with a Little Hope." Is that what it is? With a little hope, we can work it out.
Don't worry, be happy.
That one works too.
I am trying to be happy. I mean, I gotta laugh, and all I can say is people who say save for a rainy day, save for a Mercury retrograde period. Because that's when you oh my gosh. Anyway.
Yes, I'm stepping on your cards. No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
Hi, Kara.
We knew it.
We've been waiting for you.
But you're a little late. Sonny left the room.
We've been waiting for you because Sonny came in
just moments ago, and then he realized, I guess you weren't here.
Where's Kara?
He left.
Good morning to you. We know that you're in the morning zone. All right, so Lena is up. Happy hour for Lena.
All right. What you got? Whoa. Don't drop more cards.
I don't know if it fell or not.
I don't think you did. I think not this time.
Lena, you have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is here to tell you that sometimes you have to suspend certain things so that you can focus on other things. And those other things usually are more about maybe understanding lessons of life or lessons about humility, putting yourself in a position where it's not about you, it's not about taking something personal, it's about understanding a bigger picture and kind of resolving to have your ego or your concerns equate or find equity with everything else.
Sometimes we have to make the time to what's the word? Well, we have to make the time to suspend time, to just stop what we're doing and really think about what we're doing, why we're doing it, what our next move should be, major decisions that come up. There are reasons we need to step back and look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes we get locked into, thinking by autopilot. Right? And there are deeper issues and concerns that call us. And it's a good day when we can take the time to really sort things out and ensure that we're making the right moves. So this week, I think this is a good, happy time to just suspend some activities and, put some thought into what's next on what's the next big thing in your life, maybe.
Hey Russ, I think we know Venus is retrograde because we're always in the bicker zone lately. I wasn't aware Mars was, but that maybe makes sense
Mars,
too.
yes.
Mars, Venus, and Mercury are, of course, as most people know, the fastest traveling planets around the sun. So they are often retrograde or within more proximity to us. Then the larger planets, when they're retrograde, they last for months and months, and so it's more of a generational or societal kind of feel to that effect.
Yeah, and Mars and Mercury are deep in my charts because
Mars and
my
Mercury
rising sign is Gemini, of course, and I'm in Aries, so there you are.
These are major planets for me too. I have Mercury in my sun sign. Mars is the planet, one of the planets of my sun sign. It's a mouse. All right, so we are now on, let's see. Oh, I haven't posted the list. Chanley. Hey, Chanley.
All right. Oh, hi, Chanley. List, eh? Yeah, Mr. O's got to take the list because I can't even do that well with this tablet. I mean, I could do it, but it's clunky. So,
All right, here we go. So Chanley is up, but I have posted the list after that. Siama, Preethi, Cherry are next, etc.
eventually a new computer is probably in my future. I mean,
Yep.
I've already had my son put a battery in it before, so I'm just thinking this might be the kiss of death, but I'm going to try to work with it for a while longer.
Into the dark, goodbye, goodbye.
And he might take it back and try to open it up again, but Macs are really complicated. My son and his wife build computers, and so they're used to them. But with the Mac, he had to look up how to get in it because it's
Right, they're
just,
pretty much just PC guys.
Anyway,
All right, Chanley. Ooh,
it's the Knight of Swords. Look at
the
you.
Knight of Swords.
Look at you racing towards your goal or racing towards something you are driven to pursue. This week something's going to catch your attention and you're going to want to go after it, whatever it is. This is a time of movement, swift movement, maybe making, where we were talking about taking time to sort things out. This might be making decisions on the fly. Sometimes we have to be able to do that as well. That doesn't mean you should make bad decisions, but it seems like your mind will be very active and swift, and you'll be able to do that.
All right, I'm just answering Kara. I don't know
okay.
where you are on the list, Kara.
Did you forget Kara?
Maybe you're not on the list. I'm not sure.
Hey,
No,
it's not
I'm
just
kidding.
me, Kara. I don't know what our problem
I've
is.
added you to the list, so
We're
the next time I
sorry.
paste it, you'll be there. How could we ever forget you?
We're sorry. But at least it's not just me. Okay.
All right, Chanley, when I see that Knight of Swords, there it is, the Knight of Swords, yes. It's sort of like get ready for action, clear the decks for action. This is sort of saying there's a mission going on and you may be required to put a lot more speed or energy or thought about direction in general into that. So that's why you have those other symbols there. Besides the knight running, is he running towards the bike? He could probably cover his
He
ground
might run
faster
past
with
the bike.
But on the other hand, the speed of thought, possibly symbolized by the swords themselves, and that flying eagle or large bird there, is faster than anything. So this could also be saying too that the solutions or directions you're seeking are something that will happen more in your head, more by process of thinking about it and figuring out that best solution for you. But either way, it is like you are moving to confront an issue or solve a problem. Alrighty.
Alrighty, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Poor Kara.
Well, we don't mean to forget you.
All right, so we are.
Sonny
on
would
Preethi
probably
now.
claw my eyes out.
Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
No,
But
he would. You're right.
he's just too sweet. You need a little more space for that. That's why
Indeed.
you dropped the cards. Oh,
Preethi, and it's the
nice.
Four of Wands.
Woohoo!
Once again, we just had it for someone else, I believe, right? Or was
No.
the opening card?
No, it's a Four of Cups.
Whoops.
Four
All
of
right.
water.
Well, Four of Wands.
It's another four.
Preethi, it's like maybe something is happening soon that involves, either reunions or celebrations or an emphasis on good times around your home. There's a sense of maybe something really fun happening, and it may be a celebration of a particular holiday or seasonal thing, or commemoration of somebody's, wedding plans or anniversary. Whatever it is, it looks very welcoming, like you feel like if you're the hostess, you want everyone to come. If you're a guest, you can't wait, to be a part of this throng that is celebrating happiness.
Well, it does look like a celebration to me. And so, whether you have something to celebrate, in other words, good news coming or something you've been able to accomplish that you feel really good about, celebrate it. Celebrate it. Enjoy your success, even small successes. We need to celebrate more. We need to enjoy life more. And so, failing that, I do agree with Mr. O that maybe there's going to be some celebration with family, friends. It can be a holiday, it could be a feast day, it could just be a gathering, somebody having a baby or somebody getting married. It's a reason to just get together and enjoy life. Maybe somebody retiring, you're celebrating somebody's milestone. Either way, it's good time for all. So enjoy some good times in the next week. Even if you have to arrange a get together with family or friends, it's bound to be a good time. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And we're now on Cherry Blossom. Hey.
Hi, Cherry.
Hi, Cherry. I'm going to repost the list. You're welcome, Preely. Thank you, too.
All right. Wow. Speaking of celebrating.
Cherry Blossom. Wow. Nine of Cups.
Nice card.
The Nine of Cups. The wish card. Push it up more. There you go.
Got it. So, wow. That's all I can say. It's, hey, make a wish. And then put in a little work and it will come through. It just seems as though there's some reason to celebrate too an achievement or accomplishment this week. It may be that some good news, something that you've been waiting for arrives, something that you've wanted is now within reach. You realize it will make you feel very happy and fulfilled.
It is possible that it's not really about your wish so much as just realizing that what makes you happy is really the fact that you feel you are secure. You feel you are so secure, you literally don't have to pay attention to where you're walking. You can just sort of jump up in the air and you have no fears that something doesn't catch you. It's really about taking the time to enjoy what are the treasures and pleasures of your life, Cherry B, but it certainly could also be about the wish.
Treasures and pleasures, rhyming boy?
Rhyming boy. Boy,
I like that.
Boy.
So, yeah, a great card of possible manifestation for you in the week ahead. So, use that energy while it's here. Good luck with that.
All right, and then Rajaswari is up. I don't remember.
I pulled the Nine of Cups.
So yeah, we had a live show Thursday night. We had a live show last night. We're doing live today. There'll be a live show tomorrow.
I'll be filming my Material Matters today.
And then we collapse into coma.
No, and then we watch a little Daredevil tonight.
Oh
right?
yeah, watching Daredevil.
We're still trying to catch up.
On
we're
the
close.
Disney Channel.
Yeah.
We're 3 episodes in. All right, Rajaswari. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
You have the world. And the world is here to tell you, Rajaswari, that maybe you feel you have kind of come around a corner. You've kind of come around full circle. You've sort of completed the loop. All those metaphors for saying something is finished and pretty well from the looks of it. If this hasn't already happened and you're not basking in that, it is soon to happen. You may still feel that, it wasn't exactly what you wanted, but it also feels like there's nothing really stopping you from pursuing more, whatever that happens to be. You're welcome, both of you guys. See, I'm on Cherry. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Think, this is interesting because we've had the Nine of Cups, we've had the Four of Wands, we've had the World now, and a lot of these cards, I mean, the Four of Wands is not exactly a completion card, but wherever you're at in your journey, it's a reason to celebrate where you're at. And I think here with the world is saying you are at the end of a journey of some sort. At the end of some cycle in your life, and you're about to enter a new one. That's what this whole image is about here. She's about to complete that circle and move on to the next. And so I think here that's what this is talking about. It's time to consider where, this journey has left you. Think about all the things along the way that you either overcame, struggles that you have overcame, or joys that you had on this journey, and now step into a new one, a new unknown journey ahead. And hey, it's never ending for us. Every day is like a new fool's journey, right? If you look at the fool's journey in the tarot, there's a beginning, a middle, and an ending. Every day has a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And so we do travel the fool's journey throughout our lives. Every day is another fool's journey. Every week is another fool's journey. So I think you're going to be starting something new in the week ahead, or at the very least, taking a look at where you're at and recognizing the progress you have made. So good luck with that. All right.
And we're on Russ. Happy hour, Russ.
All right, Russ.
Will Russ find happiness in a parking lot?
Oh, I'm sure you can. You can find happiness anywhere. That's what this show's about. You can even find happiness on our shows.
Especially if you get happy when you see us bickering.
Well, or especially if you have maybe not coffee, but a happy hour drink while watching our show.
I don't have that.
A Bloody Mary in the morning, or a mimosa.
I don't have that. She doesn't care.
You're welcome, Lena. Oh, yeah, it was done.
Yeah, you were the very first one, dear.
Yeah, you were first on the list, so we're well past you.
So at the end, of course, once we're through the list, we do our own readings, and then we do a namaste blessing for everyone. All right, Russ. Happy hour. Look at that.
Mr. King of Swords.
King of the road.
Well, in a way.
Thank you.
This card is one of... really, this is a week to utilize that brain. You've got a lot of brain power this week. You're going to be making some maybe important decisions. You're going to be making moves, that are just for yourself or possibly involving others. This is a time to really do some introspection. I like to think too that sometimes, it's using your head to examine your own life rather than, even your higher wisdom. What is your logical brain telling you right now about where you are in your life? And so I think here, this is a time to listen and ponder what you need to move forward in your life.
Hey, Russ, in its own way, I like to think that the King of Swords is kind of an avatar of the sense of justice. In a way, there's somebody here who's making a decision, and they want to have everything that helps them make the best informed decision. When we are not informed of everything that is maybe factual or pertinent to a matter, we may not be able to make the best decision. The King of Swords is telling you, you either have those abilities or you will be able to discern all the facts or truths of a situation that you may have to make a judgment on. For what it's worth, I don't think this is necessarily about you and your life. It may be about some other
Okay.
concern that dovetails with you, like maybe if you have children or somebody else in your life, and maybe the decision has to be about what those concerns are. But it feels really like, yeah, maybe justice is coming this week. There you go.
It feels like, justice can take many forms. So
Absolutely.
I think too, the other thing would be to do yourself justice, right? I spoke of, the introspection. And so, this may be a call too, to make sure you're doing right by yourself. And I think it's a real positive card all the way around. I've been accused of living in my head too much. and thinking
Not
a lot.
you.
Yeah, me, me. And so and maybe to the point of overthinking. We don't want you to do that. We don't want like the head to explode. And that's not what this king is about. This king is about keeping it all together.
Alrighty.
So, good luck with that.
Have a good one, Russ.
Who's up?
It's Libra. Hey,
And
Libra.
that would be, did you pull that for us? No.
I thought I did, but I'm not sure.
I think I did.
Didn't I start?
I don't know.
Doesn't really matter
I'm going to go and pull another one.
if that's what you are doing.
Besides, my cards will take a less of a beating if I shuffle them.
You're welcome. It was pretty positive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what happy hour is about, Russ. You know that.
Even when the cards are a little bit, No. Okay.
Libra.
That's okay. This is not so, This is actually all right. What it's saying is that you certainly have gone through the school of hard knocks in life, and but you are prepared now. You are more prepared than ever for whatever comes your way. So this week, I would just say that, remain, this is a positive card in that whatever happens with Mercury retrograde, for example, is it going direct this week? I'm not sure. I haven't checked the
Soon in
astrology
April.
yet.
I don't remember when.
Yeah.
April 6th, maybe?
So
something
we'll
like
be
that.
coming. We're nearing the end of this nightmare period. But whatever Mercury retrograde or other things throw at you, you are kind of prepared for it, either mentally, materially, and all of that.
Sometimes in tarot decks, within a suit, cards may sort of replay the scene, but adding on to it or involve figures that seem like they were from other parts of that earlier suit. I don't necessarily feel this with the Nine of Wands, but I feel strongly that I have to say I liked what Banshee said about being prepared, and I think the preparedness comes with the idea that you are understanding, the Ten of Wands is the next card, and the Ten of Wands represents the sense of burdens, chores, obligations, things we are compelled to shoulder. And so in the Nine of Wands, what I've seen is maybe that sense that you realize you've gone through a lot, you have been dealing with responsibilities and situations that really demand, certain answers of who does what, how is this accomplished. This is saying you will be realizing what your game plan should be and how you should go about them, and maybe finding strength in the idea that you have a plan and you know how to keep your energy level consistent with that plan.
You can lead the way for others too in this
That
week
too.
ahead. So if there's any project or thing that you've been planning on working on or implementing, whether it's around the house, working on a home repair, beautifying the outdoors now that it's spring, whatever the case may be, you can lead the way and delegate to others, what their role is going to be in all of this. So good luck with that.
All right. And hey, Fiber Magic.
Oh, we're on fiber. That would be you then.
Mm-hmm. I long to have a sip of coffee, but I would spill it and
Do you
anger
notice
you.
I switched cups?
Yeah, And I think that's pretty crappy.
He gives me smaller cups so he can hog the coffee.
I know one way you don't get smaller cups.
Just like he hogs the cornbread
I know
that Gina
one way you
sent
don't get
us.
smaller cups.
Just like he hogs the cornbread that Gina sent us.
It's your bra size. You knew I was going to say that, didn't you?
I didn't think you'd say it out loud. Wow.
You got a bra size too, Kara?
I just got mine. She meant coffee.
Oh,
Good, Kara.
Right.
Goad him with you have coffee. Yes, mine was good to the last sip, Mr.
Oh, I'm so naughty, and I love it. Okay, Fiber. Oh, Fiber, you have the dreaded Five of Swords. But it's not so dreaded
What?
on Happy Hour.
Go spin it, Mr. O. Fiber likes our spins.
Well, maybe in retrospect to what I just said with Kara and stuff, maybe this is saying there is an inclination to be a little naughty because, it's the Five of Swords, but it's Happy Hour, so it's not extreme. It's just a little naughty, maybe. But seriously, I think the Five of Swords is here to tell you that if you feel there are things around you that have been stressful and competitive and people bickering, that would be us, so you could always change the channel, but Spirit says,
or turn down the volume.
Spirit says there's a way to fly above that, and you just need to listen a little bit more, listen, for the wisdom that's behind the words sometimes of angry people or angry situations. Basically, it's using some intuitive powers to realize how you can divert yourself from that fray and still have, your own sense of self, and maybe model this behavior for those other people.
And speaking of turning down the volume, which is what I just said, I do feel that with this card. There's this there's just too many opinions coming at me, or too many people, with their own ideas and thoughts, and I can't, get it straight. Shut them out, and I'm not saying to, totally not listen to them, but try to tune in to your inner voice at this time. And your inner voice will guide you above any kind of conflicts or emotional displays that might be going on around you. There's a lot of tension and a lot of stress in the air, and even politics aside, although, hey, that has a lot to do with what's going on in the world right now, is just a lot of that division and anger people have for each other. So but take the higher ground and don't allow yourself to be immersed in other people's dramas this week. So, and I think you'll be a lot happier if you do. So that's my happy message for the Five of Swords. Good luck with that.
All right, and now it's Carl. Let's repost the list too. We're getting near the end.
Yeah, I'll spin it.
You're good.
Yep.
We have moved through our list pretty well here. After Carl, it's only Angel and Kara.
Wow. Pretty good.
Unless anyone else shows up. We could probably use the break. I need more coffee.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Or do you want some of that Darjeeling tea?
That was pretty good. I loved it.
He likes the tea I got because it's one of the herbal teas that I got that said strong caffeine. All my other teas maybe have a high caffeine. Some of them have a high caffeine count, but that's the only one that I have that says strong caffeine.
Then she's like, do you think it's been in there long enough? No, it needs another minute.
I was just like, don't steep that too long. You'll be flying off the walls here.
Well, that one night, the night that I had to stay up late and record the emotional exchanges for the next morning, I actually ended up making a cup of instant coffee too. I was just so freaking tired. I needed it.
Well, Carl,
20 ounces, eh? Wow.
it's funny. Your better half had the had the five of swords. You have the six of swords. Show fiber,
Run, get away!
show fiber the way away from the
There you
five
go.
of swords dramas.
There you
Just
go.
get on that boat and leave it behind.
Well, you are a water sign, too.
So I feel here that for you, you're going to be de-stressing this week. You're going to find some some moments of calm and tranquility. Hey, try to expand that time period, as much as you can. You're looking to feel more calm, more tranquil, more at peace in maybe away from some of the turbulence that might be going on, around you with others.
Well, Carl, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm always inclined to have a little bit of a darker vision of what's going on. And I see the card, and the image is kind of somber. But when I look at the figure, I say, but that figure is stoic. That person is resolved to move themselves to a better place, or to a place where they feel more appreciated, or where they feel things are just calmer and more fertile for what you really want to do. The swords is really a thinking person's card. It's about the idea of really, putting your thought and inspiration into what it is you can do to make your life better.
Well, and I like what he said there, because, when you look at that red shawl around her that stands out there a little bit, I think the red is this idea of courage and determination to have better days, have a better life for oneself, calmer, more stress-free.
Yeah,
you're
red's the color of
determined to
calmness.
take that journey.
That would be a blue cloak then, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But the thing is that this is just showing the strength and courage that it needs to leave something behind for that space.
That's the right attitude,
Because there's a
Carl.
lot of things that want to pull you in and make you remain in these turbulent situations. But you don't need to do that now. You can move on.
I have so had it with the bear in the woods meme.
Oh,
I've
gosh.
so had it.
Was that? Yeah, it's your turn. I did it for Carl. You did
Oh, you
Viber.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Angel Rivera.
Angel Rivera. You get a card from Mr. O. So I got some new decks. I'm going to be featuring one on Material Matters tomorrow, the Business Astrology Oracle, because it's perfect for that show. And so I will be doing that for the collective in the beginning. And then I got a couple of other decks. One is a tarot, which I'm hoping to unveil soon. It's fun. It's called the Galactic Tarot. It's very light. It's made for star seeds, which really I don't consider myself a star seed, but it's really nice. It's actually a more ethereal and outer spacey deck, which I like. So because I was always into sci-fi, so I kind of like it. I just like the vibe. Go ahead.
Angel Rivera. You are TNT. You're dynamite. Okay, but you got that guy there that has the cap from AC/DC. So actually, it's the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups says, don't limit yourself to narrow choices. Maybe consider all the flow of all the creativity that you are capable of. You're a creative person. We know that. And Cups is about that sense of this, especially when you see the water in the background, the water in the front. Maybe when you engage this way, it actually brings calming thoughts to you too, that maybe this process of deciding things and understanding things is a Zen or a meditation for you.
Yeah, the Seven of Cups is a funny thing upright, because a lot of people or a lot of interpretations kind of take it in a negative direction. Oh, you're lost in this daydream world, and you're lost in, you can't make up your mind. And, there is truth to some of that. And I look at that with a grain of salt, depending in a reading what other cards are around it. But standing alone, I say, what's wrong with daydreaming? What's wrong with, just letting your mind wander? Letting your mind wander and thinking about, the possibilities and options that lay before you. And not having to make a decision right now. So, and also, I like this too. If you have a lot of options available to you for things either that you want to do or decisions that you have to make, well, this is a time to do the librarian thing and research them. Look at them in depth, explore them. You don't have to make a decision right now. This is a time to explore things. And, in its own way, that exploration process is a lot of fun. So I think so. That's one reason I glommed on to library work. There's a lot of fun elements there in discovery. And so I feel this is a way to discover, your next adventure, your new path, what you want to do next, what you're going to say yes or no to, if other people are going to be wanting to get you involved in projects and things. So just explore, just discover. Good luck with that.
All right, Angel. And now we're on Kara, who may be our last patron in the chat room. But it's 1:45, so that's not so bad. We'll do our readings and then the Namaste blessing. And then we release you all.
Yeah. Hey, you're welcome, Angel.
You're welcome. And so, yes, of course, don't forget to watch Banshee Show tomorrow morning. The material matters. We are live in the chat room to discuss the reading or enjoy coffee or talk about who's doing what. You never know. Later on Sunday, we're here for our regular live stream Sunday afternoons, 2 to 4 p.m. You can ask most general questions, and we will throw several cards and endeavor to give you that answer you are seeking.
All right, Kara. Well, what's this? Kara, you've got a repeat card. Ooh. You have the King of Swords. That was Russ's card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Russ's card.
But there's no justice for you, Kara. Okay, there is.
Boy, Kara.
What can you do with me?
Hey.
It's Odin, you're right. That's Odin.
That is Odin in
there
a way.
You go.
That's true. You're absolutely right there. And, and I think here that, God, it does look like a handsome Odin to me.
It does. I want him too.
So I think here, this is a time for you to really get serious. This week you'll be happy. You'll be happy if you get serious about something in your life. Maybe some
seriously happy.
Yeah, maybe something that Odin wants you to explore, Maybe one of those things that we have brought up to you that Odin says, hey, you need to be directing your attention this way or that way or considering this. This is a time for you to maybe make a choice, make a move, make a decision that will bring you some happiness to pursue it.
And it looks like the calm before that moment of clarity, like maybe this is the Zen moment before it says, aha, that Odin says, this is it, He just waits for that right moment when your mind is totally receptive to receive that information. And it is...
I have to tell you something. She posted today on Twitter that the clouds, there was a cloud that she thought, it looked like Odin, right? And she ran in to get her camera, and of course, clouds being as fickle as they are, they just disappear, it changed its formation. And I know there are a lot of times I love to cloud scry, I really do. And so she's noting the clouds up here. And yes, Kara, this is a very airy card, right? Mm-hmm. So, I would take some time and do some more cloud gazing. Maybe there is messages up there for you in the clouds. And if Odin visited you there, and if Odin visited you here, then maybe that's telling you it's time to follow something Odin wants you to pursue.
Well, I like all the flying creatures there too, and of course you talk about clouds and watching them.
Yeah.
Also, look for birds in the sky too, especially if you see groups
true.
of birds. Maybe you'll see something in that movement that portends a symbol too.
Wow. Well, good luck with that. That's a nice card
All right.
to end with, especially since you just had that experience. So I love synchronicities, as you know. All right.
So
I'm going to
that's
pull a card for Mr. O.
apparently our show, other than reading for ourselves. So we invite you to stay for that
And
for
the
the blessing.
Namaste blessing.
Reminding you again that we're back tomorrow live, 2 to 4 p.m. And, of course, Banshees Material Matters at 10 in the morning, etc. We're probably formulating when the next lightning round will be, as well as some other things. So
Well,
stay tuned.
if we decide to do, we're not going to, how should I say, kill ourselves by doing a million shows a month. I mean, we have our limits, and so we may have to postpone a lightning round if we're going to do a past life next month. So we'll see. We may have one, we may not. And the lightning round is supposed to be just pop up when it pops up. So
Also, we're hoping to get Banshee over on Goth Tarot one time this month.
That's
Not
right.
sure when, because we're going to try to do something that's more expanded idea of shadow work. We've been really thrilled with some new decks we've got, and we figure we can kind of shuffle them into that. So we need a little time to kind of formulate that, but we're hoping it would be even better or more or good shadow work.
Mr. O.
What you get?
The High Priestess! Wow. Well, shut those eyes. And what do you see?
Nothing. What did you expect?
Shut those eyes and go within and let your inner wisdom guide you.
Shut my mouth.
You know,
So I don't have
because
to
when you
scream.
shut your eyes, you are opening them to your inner world. And I think that's the message of this card, where you see your eyes shut, but yet they are open.
I do see coffee, Kara, and it's yours, and I want it.
So I think here this is a time where, and you've said it yourself, you feel a little bit more in tune lately with the cards, with some of the readings you've been doing and stuff. So I think here this is a sign of that. That's acknowledgement, you know, that your higher wisdom is working for you.
You know, it's
right
not the end
now.
of the world for me. I did have this minor stroke, and I'm mostly okay with it. There's still some lingering things that I need to figure out. But, you know, a lot of times they talk about when people lose a part of their sensory apparatus, sometimes something else kind of compensates
That's
for
right.
it. And so maybe the sense of, you know, getting those visions or those ideas is a little stronger. And I have to tell you, years ago, it was in 2002, I was really sick and in a hospital. I was hospitalized for 5 days. It ended up being meningitis. But there was a long road to getting there. And on
Scary time.
And on the fourth, yeah, I mean, blue lips and shivering and the whole bit. But on the fourth day, I was like, I had gone delirious. I had been eating, and I was really sick and messed up. And I started seeing fantastic visions. I personally don't want to have to starve or be that sick again for that to happen.
No, you do not.
But it was a very, very... We can do you, Nicole.
We'll get you on. We ended a little early. I just did Mr. O's reading, but we'll read for you right now.
Yeah, we'll
Why
do that
don't
right
you
now.
shuffle for Nicole?
So, it was nice to see you last night, too. I hope, you know, you liked the past life reading.
Yeah, Nicole was at the show. We had, like I said, we had more than 10 people, you know, that started coming
Showed up,
in,
right.
but we could only take 10. And even then, we really went overboard. But I think I have a way to rein some of this in. I can never rein Mr. O in. He just blah blahs, you know, but anyway.
I know what you're thinking, but I never have a hand grenade when I need one. Okay, Nicole. It's temperance. And
Nice.
I like this for you. You know, you've been pretty open about, you know, your situations. We don't expect that from everybody necessarily, but we appreciate understanding you because it helps us with our reading for you. And I think Temperance Spirit is saying this is a time for you not to change your ways, not for you to try something that doesn't feel exactly right for you, but to just kind of sit with yourself a little bit and think of the ways you can bring your own ideas or sense of balance to the equation. Maybe it doesn't have to be a totally equal situation, but there has to be a way where there can be a little bit of give and take for you emotionally and also functionally too in the world you have to operate in.
You know, this also could be a really nice week for you to maybe figure out what's working and what's not for you in your life. You know, temperance too has this alchemical aspect about it. You know, you put the right ingredients together and you have something great. You know, cooks know this. You know, you've got to measure things out just so you can experiment and, you know, try to get that right consistency or that right taste that you're looking for. And so apply that kind of thinking to your life. What can you mix together here to create the perfect harmonious environment for yourself? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, how you can get everything in alignment. What's the chemistry needed? I really like looking at it that way. And this card is all about that. It's about healthy behaviors, moderation, making sure, like I said, that everything measures up and measures out. So, you know, consider that. This is a good time for you to find peace and calm and tranquility. And I think this next week will go very, very smoothly for you.
I like the idea of the angel or spirit being hovering behind the figure in the card. And I want you to take a little solace from that and realize that even when we feel we are totally alone without anything, there is some sense of spirit with us. And I want you to take that with you and let it, you know, give you calm, because that's what its gift is for you today at Happy Hour.
Yeah. You're welcome. Glad we
You're
could
very
read
welcome.
for you. All right.
All right. So
Pick
let's
my card.
pick your
my
card.
card. I'm going to get the Namaste blessing ready. Shuffle those while you read for me. What happy card will you have for me? Uh-oh.
It's the Eight of Cups.
Oh, I'm a leaving, walking away.
Shut your mouth and don't sing that way.
Okay. So what do you got there?
All right. Eight of Cups, Banshee Spirit is telling you something new is happening for you. Some new
boy.
goal. Or if it's not a new goal, it's just become a little clearer that maybe where you felt you were heading was the right way. Maybe you were going a little bit slowly. You know, anybody who ever walked through a pool of water realizes, you know, it's not a walk in the park, you know, to mix metaphors there. But you're taking with you the best of what you know you have, as well as what you can access. Not everything we have for our journey is totally within us. We have to be able to access other points of view or other wisdoms or other abilities or powers, and sometimes that comes from seeing outside of ourselves. And so the metaphor of that card is perhaps that you are seeing something outside of yourself that you know would be welcome within yourself, and so you want to move to that. You want to pursue it, and you want to absorb those good qualities.
Okay. I just see myself going to the light and wondering about that, but no. I think it's, you know, maybe a new journey is afoot. Interesting, because of course on Monday is April Fool's Day, and wait, it's Tuesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, yeah. April Fool's Day, and I have a cancer doctor appointment. Joke's on me, but who knows if there'll be some new journey for me there. You never know. I always hope for a better treatment, but you know, as long as this one's keeping me stable, I'm happy. So we'll see what the new week brings.
All righty.
All right, thank you.
So thank you, everybody, once again. We are going to do our Namaste blessing and close.
Yes, we are. All right, Mr. O. I shut pull a card. There you go. Oh, I think we've had this one before. I like it. I do.
Yeah.
All right. So there is the picture. It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the blessing of a door closing.
Thank you, Sherry.
You know, we're always looking for the open door, right? But there's blessings with the door closing. And it, of course, probably has to do with another one opening, right? One moment, nothing is happening. Then everything seems to happen at once. A door soon closes, but before you know it, another one opens. You walk into a bright new life, one in which you can be who you truly are. And that's a really interesting reading. And, you know, when I think of doors opening, and I should put it this way, doors opening and doors closing, it always reminds me of how I ended up at my final job that I was able to, you know, retire from, albeit a little bit earlier than I wanted. But the thing is that I remember at the time I had decided that was it. I was done with the place I was working at, and I needed to find something new. Mentally, I shut that door. Mentally, I said, I'm done. I'm closing this part of my life. And as soon as I did that, literally the next day, I saw the job posting for the job that I got. And so one door shutting, another door about to open. That's how it works. You know, we have to be willing to close some doors in our life and say, we're done being this way, or we're done doing this, we're done living here, whatever the case may be, so that you can move on and open that door to start a new chapter.
But you know what?
What?
You're never done with me.
Ah. I tend to close a door in his face sometimes.
Oh.
No, I don't. But anyway, namaste, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, and do come to our live show tomorrow if you want a question answered. We hope to see you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.